Any idea why I might have stopped you today?
Probably speeding.
Like a criminal amount of speed. Like more than double the speed limit speed.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. The speed limit on Hunt Highway, over here, is 40 miles an hour. Your speed was 84.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I said the same thing. So Arizona law says you have to pull to the right, parallel to the rightmost curb, and remain stopped. Not into the left turn lane, which is where we're at right now. So we're going to talk about this. Talked about it before. I'm going to speak for what I would imagine would be the overwhelming vast majority of law enforcement officers all across the United States. Please pull to the right. We expect you when lights and sirens come up behind you. My brothers that are firefighters, same thing. They expect you to yield to the right when they're in their giant fire trucks going down the road. No, don't stop in the lane. Don't go to the left. Pull to the right. If you're on a super busy road, you want to go down a reasonable distance, a couple hundred feet, to make a right turn into a parking lot or onto a side road. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Put your turn signal on, slow down, it acknowledges we're behind you, go a short distance, no problem. Going several miles, there's probably a problem. So don't do that. But a very short distance, pull to the right, pull parallel to the rightmost curb and stopped. If we want you to do something else, we have loudspeakers on our cars, we will let you know. Hey, move down to the next intersection or something. So we'll give you some direction if what you do isn't exactly what we're looking for. But if you could pull off the road, pull off the road. If it's a dirt shoulder and you could get all the way off the road, get all the way off the road. Just pull as far over as you can, but don't pull to the left. So now we're finally going, but all these cars around don't know what to do because I'm here with my lights on and this car is just doing whatever it wants to do, pulling to the left, pulling to the left again. So that's it's not what's safe, and it's not what Arizona law says to do. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Does that feel a little weird, sitting there at that left turn arrow?
Yeah.
It felt weird? Yeah. Yeah, so it felt weird because what you did was against Arizona law. So Arizona law says you have to pull to the right, right? How long ago did you take your driver's test?
Not that long ago.
Okay. You know why I initially pulled you over?
Speeding?
Yeah. Did you feel like because you were changing lanes, going around slower moving cars? Well, as you're doing that, you should say to yourself, I'm going faster than everyone around me. And that's why I stopped you. So I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Have you been pulled over by me before? You did? Because the only reason I say that is that pamphlet, I'm the only person that gives those out. And if you have one in your car, typically it's because of me. That pamphlet is, it's from the court. In Pinal County, each different court has a different pamphlet. And it's the fine schedule and how to take care of all the different violations with the court. So it's just additional information for the driver. In Pinal County, there's, I think, 3 that I know of that have pamphlets. And then in Maricopa County, they issue 1 pamphlet that has information from all the courts. I like that one a lot better, but we don't do it like that in Pinal. So I have 4 different jurisdictions. I have a manila folder with little envelopes in there, and I give that out when I give a ticket. And it's just easier for the driver to have more information than I could give to them while I'm standing on the side of the road. What did I pull you over for last time?
The same thing.
Speeding? Slow learning curve? Yeah, it happens. Oh. So I stopped this car for doing 67 and a 45 today. On February 11th of this year, she was doing 70 and a 45 on the same road, just a little bit further down that way, closer to Walmart. And she got a criminal ticket on that date for exceeding the speed limit by more than 20 miles an hour. And she is 3 miles an hour less today, and just late on her way to work. So she's going to get another criminal ticket today, and now she's going to go back so that she could learn about how to drive properly in Pinal County, because she didn't learn the first time. 22 over, absolutely meets the criminal threshold. Probably 90%, 95% of the time, I will write this ticket as civil. in this particular instance, I wrote it as criminal because she had already gotten a criminal ticket, and which means she had already gone to the court. She had already talked to the prosecutor, which is the lawyer for the state, and talked to the judge and entered a plea and took care of it like that. And then that didn't give enough information to her to change her behavior. So I sent her back for a second time. Now the judge is going to see that she was just there a couple months prior, and maybe he'll mandate defensive driving school, or maybe he'll mandate increased fines, or whatever the judge does, because he has that discretion. But I mean, that's really the difference between criminal and civil. Is a civil ticket, you could take an online course, be done with it. You could just pay the fine and be done with it. But a criminal ticket, that person has to go in and stand before the judge, reference their criminal charge. So that's really what the big variable is when I'm writing someone a criminal ticket, they have a court appearance where they have to go and talk to the judge about why it was a good idea to do what they did. And then if they want to fight that, then it goes to a trial where the prosecutor would represent me. I would go and give testimony. They would give their testimony as to their side, and then the judge would make an ultimate decision. Is your phone number still 480? Okay. You know where I got that from? Your last ticket. I know. You can't laugh and cry at the same time. You can't do that. So, all right. You're getting the same exact ticket, into the same exact court, in front of the same exact judge, in almost the same exact spot. You're only 3 miles an hour less than you were last time.
It's still a criminal offense.
It's still a criminal offense because you're still more than 20 miles an hour of the speed limit, and this is like 3 months after the last time I wrote you the same ticket. So you have to understand that, you're weaving through traffic at a criminal amount of speed on the same roadway the last time I got you. So you have to understand that it's literally my job to write this ticket. And you deserve it. The reason I stopped you is you're 69 miles an hour, and the posted speed limit's 45. No. You didn't what?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it's right there on your speedometer. All right. Can I see a registration, current proof insurance? Hi, friend. So, in looking at our internal database, she was stopped by Traffic Unit Deputy LeVar in February of last year, Traffic Unit Deputy Seta in August of last year, and Traffic Unit Deputy Diener in September of last year. And now she's going to get a citation from Traffic Unit Deputy Sloup in June of this year. So she's pretty much treating these citations like Traffic Unit baseball cards, and she's trying to collect them all. So we're in the car, we're cracking jokes, and Sam videoed it, and we took a couple takes, and it's most of the time Sam puts the video up, I talk, and whatever I say goes on the internet. This one was a little bit different because it was such a unique situation that we were trying to figure out how to phrase it correctly so that the internet would understand how many times this girl in such a very short period of time had been contacted by the sheriff's office. So we definitely joked around quite a bit while we were trying to get the perfect take to show the internet the silliness we were dealing with. Well, since in the last about year and a half or so, I can tell by your smile, you know what I'm going to say. So you've had contact with more than half of the traffic units. So you have a learning plateau. Like, you're not learning anything. You're like, it should be like this.
I hate driving, and I just like to get in my place.
And you know why I could tell why you hate driving? It's because you're not good at it. One, you have a tinted windshield, and I couldn't see who was in the car when we passed each other. Two, your front windows are also illegally tinted. And three, you have no reflector to your back because you smoked all the red of your taillights. So I mentioned in here, along with all of the other violations, that the guy had smoked taillights. In Arizona law, you can't take away the reflective ability of the red reflectors to the back of your car. So yes, you depress your brake and the brakes come on. I understand that, but every vehicle as it comes from the factory has red reflectors to the back. You can't take those off of your vehicle legally. So it's one of those kind of random little subsections of Arizona motor vehicle law that I don't write a ton of tickets for it. But I do make stops for it because at night, especially, it makes those lights less bright and just increases the possibility that there's going to be a collision. So that's why it's all a safety issue. So all three of those are illegal. So did you know that your license was suspended?
It is?
Yeah, license is suspended as a result of your previous speeding citation.
Why Why is that?
I don't do the suspending, man. I just read it on the computer, but it is suspended as a result of your previous speeding citation that you got when you were going 20 miles an hour over up in front of Post and Butte. I feel like you got to wear your seatbelt. I feel like that's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I try to do that as much as possible. Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is your registration expired in March, and we're now in June, almost into July.
Are you kidding?
I don't kid about things. It's Arizona traffic law. It's a very serious matter. Can I see your registration paperwork and current proof of insurance? All right, hang tight for me. Thank you, citizen. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to split them. The registration, I'm pretty sure that you're going to go home and get that. Go home and do it. We're going to give you a warning on that. No ticket.
Okay.
Okay? But what you're going to get tickets for is you got to wear your lap and shoulder belt. Yeah. So that's an important thing. And then just not having a current insurance card, because insurance is a big deal. Okay. All you have to do is show that your insurance is current, and they're going to throw that out. I feel like you got to wear your seatbelt. I feel like seatbelts are important.
They are.
I'm actually wearing it, sorry.
You weren't when I walked up.
Really? Because
No.
I took it off.
Oh, I don't know why. But
sorry.
yeah, there's really not a reason to ever take your seatbelt off.
Oh,
Right? Because you're not going to get out. So no reason. So I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. And the reason I stopped you is you're texting while you're driving.
I'm trying to figure out where to go.
Oh.
I'm trying to go to my mom's house, and I'm trying to...
You don't know how to get to mom's
your
house?
mom's house?
No.
I know how to drive right to my mom's house. It's where all the good food is.
She just...
Well, that's true.
They just transferred.
Just moved? Okay. Now you gotta be wearing a seatbelt, man. Seatbelts are important.
Oh, I was wearing it. I just unclicked it when you walked up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You're not gonna get out.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is my credit.
All right. Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit.
Okay.
Any idea why I'm gonna stop you?
No, I don't know. Why?
I can't figure out why, but it's like your car identifies as a bike and just drives with two tires in the bike lane. All the way up Hunt Highway, you've been in that right lane, and you keep fading into the bike lane and then pulling out and fading into the bike lane. And he's got everything. License is good, registration, insurance, everything's good, no crazy tint, wearing a seatbelt. So we don't put this out into the internet a whole lot, but I make a ton of stops that don't result in citations, and exactly like this one. I complete my investigation. He's not impaired at all. License is good, no warrants, none of that. Give him a quick little education. Hey, make sure you're paying attention where you're driving. That's it. That guy goes down the road. I clear out my stop and go on to another one. So I don't give citations on every stop. Sam just doesn't think that it's as interesting when you see me giving warnings. So not as many of them make it onto Fridays with Frank. But that doesn't mean I don't do it. It just means we don't put it out there.
Gotcha.
And I couldn't figure out. I just wanted to make sure you weren't drunk. It's literally why I'm stopping you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anything to drink today?
Nope.
Smoke any weed?
No, sir.
Any meth?
No, sir.
You do that heroin? All the good questions. Try to keep your tires in this lane,
Yeah.
bikes in that lane, not just two of your tires.
Gotcha.
All four of your tires in the same lane. All right? Good enough?
Yes.
Don't take your seatbelt off when you get stopped because there's no reason to.
Okay.
And then we don't have to worry if you're wearing it or not.
Okay.
Fair enough? Be good, man. Have a good day.